Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Ratchet Clank, Going Commando. Previously, we went to the Mactar Resort, but didn't stay here for too long, as we went over here to head off to the Mactar jamming array, which was made by Thugs for Less. We disabled that, and already got coordinates to another planet. But we're not going to that right now, because today we are going to proceed through the main reason why that we came to Mactar in the first place. And that's to check out this battle arena, wherever it may be. But we gotta get there first. However, before we do that, I'm gonna go back and restock on ammunition, because I realize that I haven't done that yet. That's actually a good tidbit that I should tell you about. It's worth going back to the vendor and restocking fairly often whenever you can, because you are going to burn through ammo pretty quickly if you're not too careful. So that's why I made a note to go back and restock on my ammunition. Close up too. And we can see there are a lot more slot machines now about. This is where the casino-esque side of Mactar really comes out. This other half of the resort, this is where more of the gambling setting that this resort is trying to go for really shines through, in my opinion. The other half just kind of feels underdeveloped, in my opinion. I don't know why, but they only have like 2 slot machines there, and it doesn't look as fancy or ritzy as this half will. This half will look like as we progress through more of it. That's just my opinion. These guys we've been killing so far, they're some henchmen working for Thugs for Less, actually. I think they're called a Thugs for Less Gunner or something like that. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that, but they can be pretty formidable if you're not too careful. As you can see, they can shoot out missiles at you, but they're easy to pick off from a distance. Even easier if you can knock them off a ledge. Knocking enemies off ledges, that also counts towards your upgrading for both your for your weapons and for your health. So now we can ledge grab here too. You will automatically grab ledges if you jump to them. To pull yourself up, press X. To drop down, press R1. I have never had a need where I need to drop down from a ledge unless I grabbed onto one by accident, so I don't really use the drop down feature that often, or at all for that matter. Alright, I gotta be careful here not to destroy the crates, because they will be helpful in getting something pretty special. Go up to this roof with a crate and you'll find another platinum bolt. Very nice. I think that's our 4th or 5th one by now. We're gonna get a good handful of them as it is. Switch over to the gravity bomb. I don't think we can destroy that ship. I tried it when I was testing out this game recently, and it doesn't seem to take any damage, or any noticeable damage. So the best course of action is to take on these Stuck for Less henchmen. As a matter of fact, let's head to the Monsterpedia right now, because it's going to be listed there. Brute. The Thugs for Less Brute. Yeah, Brute, henchmen, same difference. There's still hired guns going after us because they got... Ah! You can't blow up the ship! It wasn't flashing red, so I didn't notice it was taking damage. But I had a feeling I'd be wrong. I have taken those out before, just not that often. but I did not see any sign that it was taking damage to begin with. Well, you know. To go on more, oh, here's some wall jumping we could do. Just jump to our wall and press X, then press it again as you hit it. Standard wall jumping fare. I was gonna say that to play more into this casino atmosphere that the resort has, it was originally named Space Vegas, believe it or not, but they couldn't go through with that idea for a very surprising reason to me. At least it explains why there are slot machines all over the place, which you can't blow up with something like the gravity bomb. It is worth putting a few bolts in. Oh, I can also spot out enemies? I guess that's true, since what's missing, or they're probably coming from here actually. I thought they could spot out enemies, I was like, that's new. Never seen that happen before. I was learning something new about a game I know pretty well already. No, that's not it. It's just that chicken bot, that's where those small robots are. That's where they were coming from. Still surprised that this ship blew up. Guess it really shows how powerful the chopper really is. Oh, be careful, don't want to go into the line of fire there. I tend to go to the line of fire when I'm playing video games way too often. I'm really bad at dodging for some reason. Can I pull that up? The answer is no. I don't think it blew up. Oh well. There's a vendor right here anyway, so that's why I wasn't worried about running out ammo for it. Ah, sweet. The last chopper took up the remaining chicken bots. Nice. We'll go over here. Almost got enough to get this weapon. This weapon I love. The Blitz gun. We're still a few bolts short. However, if we go to the arena, I'm very positive we'll get enough bolts to buy it.
Is everyone ready for tonight's Mega Battle? Introducing from nowhere in particular, this guy. If he can make it past all of our gladiators, he'll take home this brand new electrolyzer. If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize. Let the games begin!
To continue what I was talking about with the Space Vegas name that this place originally had, the reason why they couldn't go through with it turns out the name Las Vegas in real life is not just a city name, but it's also a trademark brand name for the titular city itself, which I thought was crazy. I didn't think Las Vegas was an actual brand. I thought it was just a place for the longest time. More you know. But it explains why this place could not be called Space Vegas in the end. So we just came up with another fancy futuristic-like name to substitute for that. This arena battle is not hard at all. We're already fighting off enemies that we've seen before, like those chainsaw robots, these flamethrower robots. The only new enemy we have to worry about, apart from the blade balls, we've seen those before too, are the Megacorp Gladiators. These guys. They'll funnily enough fight each other for a period as well, sometimes, before they all try to gang up on you. Which I suppose does add into the whole gladiator atmosphere this place has going for it, but it's still kind of funny to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first and, well, only winner of the Gladiator Games, this guy. You're now eligible for our championship series. Come back and fight again for big cash prizes.
Like I said, very easy. We earn ourselves another gadget, the electrolyzer. We'll be able to see what that is like, but not right now. Since this is an arena, we can participate in more challenges. for big cash prizes. This is another side activity that you can do to grind for bolts. They added these side games in, so that way players would not have to grind for bolts by going to specific locations to, well, grind for cash, or to play the game over and over again just to get their bolts counter to increase to astronomical heights. No, grinding for cash in this game is so much easier. Like in this mode, for instance, the Hazard Challenge. It's just the same thing as the last battle we just went through. Can't believe I took a hit there. I was hit by my blind spot though, so I'm blaming that. The only difference here is that all the hazards that we saw in the last fight, they're gonna be out all times. Other than that, nothing else special. But if you remember from the cutscene that we got when we acquired this resort's coordinates, is that there are 2 Gladiator champions that were advertised. We had to fight through a few battles, to my recollection, in order to win the privilege, I suppose, to fight one of those 2 champions. And the other champion should have come that much longer afterwards, too. Not 4 already. Get out of here! Don't you know who I am? I saved us a lot of Galaxy years ago. At least years for me. It's like last year for Ratchet and Clank. But I ain't a pushover. I ain't nobody to mess with. Bring them all out. I don't care. I'll mow them all down. There'll be nobody left alive except for me, because I'm the king of this arena now. At least I will be once I topple those 2 champions. And here's our first challenger in name, or I guess mention. When we do that, let's talk him again. Almost enough to get the Blitz gun. I just have to buy ammunition for all this. Ah, typical. But we'll get enough to buy it afterwards, after we take on the Chainblade Challenge. And it just so happens, by fighting one of these champions, we'll get to hear my favorite song of the game. So I want you to hear the incredible piece of music that you're about to be blessed by.
Returning to battle is everyone's favorite gladiator. He slices, he dices, and carves up a mean dish. Please welcome Chainblade. My money in the Lombax with Spunk. Chainblade's really got his hands full with this one. Where does this guy come from? I can't believe it. Chainblade has been defeated. We have a winner.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect Chainblade to go down that quickly. I didn't even have time to explain what he does. Wow, this chopper really is powerful. If you could take down someone like Chainblade that quickly, holy cow. I have truly underestimated just how strong it is. I don't really use it that much, but good lord. It really is strong. In addition to our victory, we also get to purchase the Blitz gun. This is gonna be a fun weapon to use. But we have a lot more challenges to go through. I won't go through all of them. There are just a few that I want to get through. The important thing is to go after the champions like we did with Chainblade. So we saw with Chainblade, as we're now taking on a time limit challenge, kill 30 enemies in 30 seconds, pretty self-explanatory. With Chainblade, he'll just swipe at you a couple times, and then every once in a while he'll hover in the air to thrust his, I guess, Chainblade at you. He's not that hard to take out. Just keep your distance from him at all times, dodge appropriately, especially when he's in the air. That's when strafing really comes in handy, so you can dodge his chain blade thrusts. And victory will be yours. He's pretty weak, all things considered. This other one, however, Battle the B2 Brawler, he's something else.
From the planet Cerebella comes a colossal creation. Stand back for the big and the brainy. Let's give it up for the B2 Brawler.
B2 Brawler is a little different, and also a little tougher to build. Alright, you're doing this one, I see. You can stun the Brawler by using your Gravity Bomb, and you can see it does make it stun for a little bit. And it's worth noting too, because there's a special skill point attached to defeating the B2 Brawler. It's one of the ones that I found very challenging to go through whenever I was a kid. You have to defeat this particular champion without taking any damage. And if you know anything about me, I hate those kind of challenges. They are just very, very stress-inducing to me. Oh, it's so close! I was running out of space there. I knew he was gonna close in on me at some point. This is a skill point you can't come back to if you're having trouble with it right now. Like I am, somehow. Oh, come on, don't. Oh, thank God. I really thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna choke it after the Brawler was that weak. Oh, and we got an Nanotech increase too. Nice. Don't worry about trying to go after this skill point now. You can come back later when you're stronger and tackle the battle later. But there are plenty more challenges that we can do. Let's see, should I be able to do it right now? You know what? Yeah, it's 60 enemies in 60 seconds. Why not? Besides, we'll have a perfect chance to use the Blitz gun. Basically, this thing is like a shotgun, except you don't have to wait for Ratchet to cock it to use it again. You can rapid fire if you want, so you can fire off continuously, which is pretty handy too. And it's also kind of better than your average shotgun is. But trust me, when you upgrade it, it's gonna be even better. So if you want to take anything from me, be sure to use the Blitz gun as often as you can. You might burn through it quickly, but it'll be worth it. Of course, being a shotgun type weapon, the Blitz gun can take on multiple enemies at once. And it might not fire that fast, but it's a little faster, like I said, than your average shotgun is. Oh, the mega challenge. Should I do this right now? I don't want to go through all the like I said before, because I'm pretty sure I will get walled at some point if I want to tackle them all. You know what? I think I'll save that for later, because I do plan to make these challenges as a bonus video. But just to be sure that I don't come back to this overpowered, because otherwise if I do that, the Gladiator games are going to be too easy for me to do in the future. I'll just play this again, but on a separate save file where I'm in my current state right now. That way I won't be overpowered when I come back to it later on for a bonus video. We still have some time left. We can proceed forward and show the electrolyzer in action. We saw the B2 Brawler that he'll shoot at you for a bit, but when you weaken him down, he'll go to the ground and spin around with his legs. Not that fast, but he can close in on you because the Brawler takes a lot of damage, a lot more than Chainblade, that's for sure. Which makes that skill point attached to it very stressful to do. So like I said, come back later for it. It'll be worth it, trust me. But even then, it may not be that easy to do, but you'll be a lot better equipped at that point.
Hey, this would make a nice souvenir for Clank. Yeah! Hey!
You have no idea what you're involved in. Return to your own galaxy immediately, or this will happen to you. Or this will happen to you. Farewell.
Oh.
I like how Ratchet just stops being bad after once he gets his pictures. Also, how in the world did the camera manage to get his face without the helmet on? That must be some futuristic technology that I don't know about. Also, why would the thief warn us about returning to our own galaxy, yet we got coordinates on a planet that Clank is stuck on? I don't think this thief is pretty smart. At the very least, we got coordinates now to 2 new planets instead of 1, so this game is opening up to us fairly fast. To use the electrolyzer, just hit circle, but if a spark hits one of those turning cylinders, I guess, then you have to redo the whole thing all over again. It doesn't take that long to do, so it's more of a minor annoyance whenever you fail. Just pay attention, he says as he fails the same spot again. Way to go, Blue. Way to go. It might take a few tries, but be sure to memorize which of these cylinders gets despawned, and eventually you'll get through this puzzle. It's not that hard to use the electrolyzer, in my opinion. There's gonna be something else. Oh, thanks help desk message. If you want to earn lots of bolts, visit the arena later for more battles. It does help when you're stronger. So this will be something to come back to in case we need some extra cash on hand. But like I said, using the electrolyzer, it's really easy compared to something else that kind of works like it later on, but it's a lot more annoying to use. That's all I'm gonna say right now. In any case, we finished up our bits in Bactar, apart from the optional arena fights. So, the next thing we'll do is to head to Adako, the megapolis where Clank currently lives and is now being imprisoned at. So I think it's high time to reunite this iconic duo. Until we meet again, farewell for now.